put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides, she thinks she love me, but she fell in love.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line. Thank you. All day. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. He's taken down at the 50-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay. On first down, Goodson. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. First down, Buccaneers. They'll run on first down. Goodson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. At the Ravens' 34-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. All run runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyler Goodson with career touchdown number 75. And the Buccaneers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Ravens nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. There he goes, left side. Able to avoid him at the 40. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, man, come on. Put them in their place. Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Kramer completes this one to Starks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Starks. And he'll get it inside the 35. The Ravens still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Off-play action. Kramer. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On first down, Goodson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Kramer. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not only on 3rd down, short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll toss it to Starks. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Kramer. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Hey, forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 2nd and 14. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. 109 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Okay, ready?
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
They'll set up a throw. Shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They run again with Starks. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off play action. Kramer. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and a couple. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyler Goodson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll run on first down. Goodson, 130 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, Goodson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ravens 7.
Are you kidding me? Come on, guys, play together.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Kramer. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Starks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle of game plans.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Kramer dropping it off for Starks. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Goodson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 162 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyler Goodson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have opened the lead up to 30. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down. Kramer. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Kramer. There's Chris Olave. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
40-yard line.
Toss play to Starks. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again on the ground, again with Starks. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 4th down, Kramer. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to throw. Kramer. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Kramer. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, and delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll audible to something else. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 27 yards. And the Buccaneers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Kramer. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here we go, set.
They'll run on 1st down. Goodson to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Red, cycle. Right, right. Green jack. Ready. Ready.
On 2nd down now, Goodson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Brings up 4th down.
try and run for it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football. Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth. Here's a quick throw caught out wide, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Block it next time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.